Another thing, guys, women can borrow money from us. They can borrow money from us as men, and we won't worry, we won't complain, we won't expect it to be paid back. We understand the system or the method of lending and borrowing, that when you borrow you must return. But we men, we don't expect it. We don't expect anyone to return anything. We just borrow, even if we just giving, but you call it borrowing because you said you want to borrow. But in this situation, you find a woman who Hello viewers, welcome to Zeiler Talk Show with the host Zeiler. In today's topic, I want to talk about 5 things which I find interesting from our sisters. Just 5 things, like there are plenty, but today I just picked only 5 things that I find very interesting from our sisters. We love you sisters, we love you our sisters. This is not to bash you or to badmouth our sisters or to talk ill of them. It's just to educate each other and reveal some of the causes of conflicts in our lives that we are witnessing. Is to sharpen each other and help each other grow. The main purpose of this thing is for growth and development, and to at least bring change in our lives. I don't know how much impact this will have, but the ultimate goal, my ultimate goal, is to bring change. At least if there's a change in one person out of 1,000,000, then that will be something. If at least one out of, I don't know how many women are in the world, at least if there's one person who will hear this and then decide that let me change this approach, because it's not working for the both of us, it's not working for everyone, it's only working for one person or one individual or one party in the relationship. There are 5 causes of conflicts that I want to talk about. Our women, they are very dear, they are very interesting. They are capable of doing a lot of good things. They are capable of making your life enjoyable or life easy for men. They are capable, but although they are capable and they are very supportive and they are good to be around, they are all these wonderful things, there are some bad things, bad traits that I want to pick up and highlight or show to everyone, that these are just 5 things that if our sisters can improve on, maybe our world will be a better place, or maybe our lives will be a better experience. Number 1, guys, let's take for instance, me and you, we are dating, and we come from broken relationships, both of us. A woman is from a broken relationship and a man is also from a broken relationship. You have a child, I have a child, and your relationship or your marriage didn't work out, and also my marriage didn't work out, or my relationship didn't work out. In this case, or in this scenario, both of us, we are caught up in a situation where we are having children, we are having babies from our previous marriages. You come with your child, I come with my child. The ideal condition will be bring your child into this new marriage, I bring my child into this marriage, and we form a marriage, a new union, a new family together. But with women it's not like that, because our sisters, although you are so great in many things, you fail in this one thing, that you can't accept our children. We can accept your children with all our hearts. We can welcome your children. We can love them. We can cherish them. But you, as our ladies, you cannot accept our children. So a recommendation from me, guys, it will be that although this situation won't be easy for women, because they will be the ones who will be taking care of that child, my child. A good condition, a recommendation that I will have is that at least our sisters accommodate our children from our previous failed marriages. Accommodate them just as we accommodate your children. Accept them just as we accept your children. Take them as your own, as we take yours as our own. It's not an easy thing. I understand that with women, they have to bath the baby, they have to feed the baby, they have to wash and iron, do all those things for the child. But also remember that, sisters, you're not accepting another woman's child. You are accepting my blood. You are accepting, if you accept me, you are accepting my blood. That child is my blood, so you are accepting my blood. Yeah, that's one recommendation that I have. Another thing, guys, that I have, point number 2, is that our women, when they get into a marriage, when they are in marriage, they are mistreated by their mothers-in-laws. They are mistreated by their in-laws, and those mothers-in-law, they mistreat them in such a way that you will feel pity for them, you will cry with them, you will be hurt by the way they are treated by their mothers-in-laws, their mothers-in-law. And then but what challenges me, or what confuses me, is that those mothers who are mistreating other women's children, they were mistreated before. And instead of saying that just because I was mistreated, I'm not gonna mistreat another woman's child or my daughter-in-law, they continue with the legacy of witchcraft, of mistreating other women's children. They continue with that bad legacy. Instead of fixing this, one recommendation I can have to end this thing, because it's not men who are abusing you, it's women abusing women. It's women abusing women. So instead of continuing with that thing, let every woman say that I won't abuse, I won't mistreat another woman's child. Like you tell yourself that just because they abused me or they mistreated me, it does not mean that I'm going to mistreat and abuse another woman's child. It will end. But if you were abused and you want to pay revenge, and the next person pays revenge, the whole thing, madness, will continue, because no one is willing to change, or no one is willing to stop it. So yeah, that's another thing that shocks me a lot. Another thing, guys, this is another challenge that causes problems in relationships. Using sex as a reward. When you look at it, it's like using sex as a reward. Most women, they use sex as a reward. And those who are in the streets, when they are selling, we call them prostitutes. But those who are married, when they practice or do it, we don't label them as prostitutes. And it's surprising, because using sex as a reward, it's another form of prostitution. Saying that if you give me a monthly allowance, you give me an allowance, then you will get your sex. If you give me, you do this for me, if you talk to me right, if they use sex as a reward, guys. Ladies, our sisters, we love you so much, and we don't want you to act like prostitutes. You acting like prostitutes. You love Nigerian men because they give you money, and like you give them sex because they're giving you money. You are acting like prostitutes. So let's fix this thing. Don't use sex as a reward, because you are selling your body. You're devaluing yourself, because you're supposed to value yourself. You're supposed to put weight into yourself. But if you are acting like that, you're lowering your value. You're lowering yourself. Yeah. Another thing that is confusing in relationships, you will find that a man and a woman, they are in a relationship. Both of them, they are struggling. A woman is struggling, a man is struggling. They are both not they're finding their step. They are both not balancing in life. In that case, or in that situation, you will find that the woman will expect a man who is stable. They will expect a man who is stable, whilst they themselves are not stable. By fire, by force, you must have a job. When me, I don't have a job. By fire, by force, you must have a car. When me, myself, I don't have a car. By fire or by force, by thunder and the lightning, you must have a house. When me, myself, I don't have a house. Guys, let our expectations be equal to our efforts. If I'm not putting much effort into my life, or even if I'm putting effort, but if things are not connecting, let it click in my mind that if I'm trying my best to connect the dots and they're not connecting, even the next person is trying to connect the dots and they are not connecting, we are in the same boat. Me and you, we are the same. We are trying to connect and it's not connecting, so we are the same. So no one is supposed to expect miracles from the other person because we are in the same situation. I guess it's clear, my sisters. I love you, sisters. It's just that sometimes someone has to tell you the truth at some point, because if we pretend, our fathers died, they died early deaths because they saw all these things happening and they kept quiet. Indo the aikali, like we are told indo the aikali, so we are not supposed to cry, guys. It's a taboo in our society for a man to cry. It's a taboo for a man to express themselves. It's a taboo, but unfortunately we are a unique generation. We are a different generation that won't let you hang yourselves, because when your man is not happy, it means you are also not happy. When your people around you are not happy, it means you also yourself are not happy. By that I'm saying you are hanging yourself. You are shooting yourself on the foot. Another thing, guys, women can borrow money from us. They can borrow money from us as men, and we won't worry, we won't complain, we won't expect it to be paid back. We understand the system or the method of lending and borrowing, that when you borrow you must return. But we men, we don't expect it. We don't expect anyone to return anything. We just borrow. Even if we're just giving, but you call it borrowing because you said you want to borrow. But in this situation, you find a woman will borrow money from you, but they will not return. But when you borrow from them, they expect it to be returned on time and to be returned in full. Why is it like that, guys? Balance me, please, because I'm falling. I find it difficult for me to balance. I find it I'm on a slippery road. I can't balance. I can't walk straight, because I will expect that if you borrow from me and I don't expect it back, you also borrow from like that situation where we borrow each other and we don't expect anything in return, just like giving each other and we don't expect anything in return. I would think a relationship would be like that. But you guys, you are unbalancing the scale and expecting the scale to remain balanced. You are putting some heavy loads. You are putting 350 kg of baggage on the other side. There's 50 kg of baggage, and you expect it to balance. It will never balance, because the kgs differs, the weights differs. So but if we try to balance things, that if you scratch my bag, I scratch your bag. If you call, I call. If you buy me gifts, I buy you gifts. It's not competition, but it's balancing. some women, they think that men don't expect gifts. I'm telling you, my sisters, you are wrong. You are very wrong. You are very wrong. Just because you have a desire to receive gifts, even men, I know outwardly our structure is this brave thing, this unemotional thing, but we are not different from you guys. We are not different. So let's work together. Let's build this. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and yeah, comment. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.